Oh, you're kidding. Hi guys, welcome to CBC Colouring Book Club. You're kidding. You're kidding me. And it's not CBC anymore, it's just Colouring Book Club. Oh, you're kidding. I pressed go live. Oh, you're kidding me, guys. I pressed live. And then thought I was live. And then I thought, when you said that, and I thought, oh, you're kidding. So I pressed live and now it's gone live. And the end stream comes up in the right corner. So, anyway, oh my God. I'm colouring Mythic World. Oh. Hi Abby, hi Deborah, hi B, thanks for being here guys. I'm colouring Druk, Mountain Everest Himalayas. The Druk is a dragon primarily from Bhutanese mythology. It is said to live in the remote areas of Mount Everest. Its roar is attributed to the thunder that echoes across the mountains. Bhutan is known as Druk Gyalpo, or Land of the Thunder Dragon. When the Ralung Monastery was built, there was a violent storm and the thunder was interrupted as the roar of the Great Dragon. The Druk is a national symbol featuring on Bhutan's national flag and in the national anthem. Bhutan's leaders are known as the Druk Gyalpo, or Gyalpo, the Dragon Kings. And I'm using Distress ink, and I used weathered wood, and now I'm using hickory smoke in the Distress inks. So there's a random message from you now. Yeah, thanks, B. Oh, I pressed live. And thought it was all right. And like, oh, you're kidding me. So I pressed on YouTube go live. And now it's live. So what you just heard there was what I said before you all saw it. Laugh out loud. So I was just talking to myself and having a bit of a practice, having a pre-run. We had a Mother's Day sausage sizzle to raise funds for breast cancer and wear pink and that sort of thing. And the tickets were $3 for $5. So while she had them all in a bowl, and whoever wins draws out the next raffle ticket. And Aubrey's one of the workers here, and he drew out the ticket. He drew mine out. So before I went up to pick my prize, I drew out the next ticket. I drew my own ticket out. So that was funny. Heather, you're a trip. Did you get answers while talking to yourself? Oh, yeah. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for being here. Oh, yeah. Me, myself, and I. Yep. Answering back to myself. How funny. Oh, goodness me. So, no, I was on time. It's just that the go live didn't go live. That's happened before. I've pressed it and then I've got to press it again. And then it says you're live. So, yeah. I'll get it right one day. Some dark, ominous clouds. God, I might have to turn that heater on. It's cool. Ah. Guess you were meant to win. Yeah. I had happy hour. Oh, we went. Yep. See. talking to myself. We went for my neighbour and I decided to go for a swim, and the pool was pretty good. Some people reckon it could be a bit warmer, but no, it's okay to swim in, it's good. Anyway, so we got there and one of our other neighbours was in the spa, so we moseyed on up. She goes, oh, I wanted some company. I said, well, she was about to get out. I said, well, stay. So we went in the spa with her and sat there for about half an hour, 40 minutes or so, I suppose. And then we had a quick shower, come home, grabbed what you needed, went back to happy hour. Like, what a life. What a life. So I'm using hickory smoke now and just put some shadows in there. Try not to get it on my dragon. And I meant to research him and see what colours they use for him, but I didn't do that. See, you were partying. Huh? No, not last night. I went for a swim yesterday afternoon. Had the whole pool and the spa to myself. It was awesome. That was great. And then come home, had a shower, had something to eat. It was great. And I don't know if I was live before. I don't think so. And I said about doing lava, and then I thought, no, this is in the Himalayas, so I'll make it like cool ice colours. I won't do lava. But I love this book. Oh, so I like doing this. Show and tell. I end up doing this one. I think I used teasers for this one, I think. And I've started on this one. I'll zoom out a bit. Oh, my phone's in the way. A view is a view. Thumbs up and shared. Woo, just in time. Let me grab my book. Oh, good to have you on board. Hi, Mona. Thanks for being here, guys. Sherry, you're working on Witch in the Woods from this book? Oh, cool. It is a creepy picture. It's great. I might just save the rest of it for Halloween. I have already torn one copy apart. I'll just zoom out a little bit. Alrighty, so I did this one, and I think I did it with distress ink on the outside, and I think I used Arteza to colour that one. So I got her done, and I've started on this one, and then I thought, oh, I might wait to do the main characters when I colour them in the book and do them in the same colours here. So I think I might do that. So I'm just doing all the water, the fish and all that sort of stuff, although I did the wing up the top. And I'll do the same with this one. I'll colour that one in, I think, too. I love this book. And I got my stag done, as you know, which I love. And I got this one done as well. And this one's done in Distress Ink and Prismacolor. So I got that one. Did I miss most of your stream? No, Sherry, I just started. Although I was streaming to myself there for a little while because I didn't realise that YouTube hadn't actually gone live after I pressed it. And being that, like, she's fallen asleep, she's been partying too hard. How long should we wait? And it's like, oh, you're kidding, I'm not live. Some of it, though, is so tiny and busy. Yes. Throws my book in the trash. What? No. No. You wouldn't do that, would you? I hope not. Wow, so nice. Thank you very much. So, yeah, that was done with Distress ink and Prismacolor. And I'm using the clip. I didn't know which one to colour because they are also detailed. I can't get the book to sit. I've been pressing on it, so I have to use the clip up in the corner. Alright, I'll zoom back in again. I love that. Nice and smooth, zoom in, zoom out. Laugh out loud, just kidding. Oh, I'm glad you were kidding and I thought you were. And I was hoping you were. You are awesome. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, I love that book. You're just kidding that I'm awesome. And yes, and it was you, I think, you with Anne Stokes' book, I think, or was it someone else that had a look at it? And I can't remember. Anyway, I replied to your comment. I ordered 4 books from Book Deposit. They sent them all separate, and this one was only sent yesterday. Well, at least you got it, B. Better late than never, girl. I didn't get it yesterday. It was you. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, Anne Stokes, she does beautiful stuff, and I love my dragons. All right, now, I was using this one. Yep, that one, because I've got a spare clean one here. So just a bit more shadow in a couple of places. So yeah, it was another pretty good week. Won 2 raffles, drew out my own, been for a swim, went for a swim again yesterday, might even go again today or tonight. It's like, I can handle this, and I'm just sitting in the pool all on my own, looking around going, what a life. Especially when you've got it all to yourself. I don't know how deep, what the length of the pool is. Someone said they think it's about 15 metres. So it's not a long pool. Got a little bit of grey in there. Maybe a bit more up. Oh, I forgot to do the peak. Oh, that's squeaking. Shipping is awful lately. And I find Book Depository to be pretty good. They always get here sooner than they say. I started about 8. Laugh out loud, you replied. Thanks. Oh, I haven't got it yet, still waiting. Got one of them. So, oh, okay. I ordered 4 books, but they sent them all separate. Oh, I get what you mean. Yep, I get what you mean now. Well, the rest. So, sure, the others won't come together. How's Wesley? Oh, he's good. Oh, did you see? I posted on Instagram. He got his first mouse. He's changing the weather. He's making my ears so I hope it passes. Oh, B. Lady up the road that was in the theatre with us a few weeks ago when we were playing music and that, she missed a step and it's dark and she couldn't see. And she went over, spilt coffee all over herself. And luckily it wasn't stinking hot. And as it turns out, she's broken her tibia. So, and then the other day, she, all of a sudden, her eye that night just went all blurry, and I thought it'd be bright, you know, blood vessels and all red, and apparently there is blood in it, and there's a bit of a flap that shouldn't be there. So I might do that just down there. And hopefully it'll right itself. If not, they'll do surgery and fix it up. But yeah, there was no, you know how you go up the steps in the theatre and there's little lights to see the steps? Well, there isn't in there. And so she went over. She wasn't drunk or anything like that. So really, they should be liable for that. I mean, she went to a private hospital, so, you know, it's cost her, expenses. So that wasn't real good. Anywhere else I can do some dark. I think that'll do. I can always use intense. Alright, gathered twigs. It's a bit of a clean. Sorry about the table. It's nice having to buy one copy. I can go to what media, which is why I take it apart. Yep. Yeah, I hope you don't go through all that again, B. So this is gathered twigs. So once I do this, I'll get the Posca, put some snow, just a little bit of colour in the clouds as well. But like I said, I didn't research him, so I don't know what colours he's actually supposed to be. His tail's up there mixed in with the clouds. Maybe I won't use intense. Maybe I'll just use, anyway, I got my infinity cabinet, brought that in just one of the shelves and put my pencils on that, so my table's freed up now, so I don't have pencils on the table, so it gives me more room. Rearranged my trolley and everything, so it's all good. I've got more room on there, a bit more spaced out. Changed my name from CBC Colouring Book Club just to Colouring Book Club, which I've been wanting to do for a while. And I went through all my playlists and all my videos and just moved things around a little bit, tidied up. So I think I've got 45 playlists. And I've named my playlist, which I had previously, mainly most of them, majority are under the artist's name. So Kerbyrosanes is all my Kirby books. And I got all my Beauty of Horror, all the creepy books, horror books, anything gothic, fantasy, alchemy, all those sorts of books. They're in one playlist now. So they're all together. So if anyone doesn't like horror, they don't have to see it. Alright. Now I want some yeah, I think I'll use this one. Mustard seed. What's the next colour? Gathered straw. I'll start off, I'll use a little bit of the mustard seed, but it might be a bit too yellow. Oh, no, it'll be alright. I think just lightly. Just a little bit of a glow. And then I'll use some scattered straw. Should clean that first. Always go over it later. Just a bit of glow happening there. That's his tongue and it looks like a lightning strike. And I suppose reading the description it says about the roar of thunder over the mountains. So a bit of a base coat. Now for him, what colour will I do him? Because I didn't research him. Maybe some old paper. No worries, Sherry. Yeah. I can tell you I just got Circle of Life and I'm absolutely in love. Yeah, it's a good book. Alright. Now this one's old paper. I'm thinking I might use... don't know whether to use the colours I was using on the other page. I quite like them together. I'm looking for more of his underbelly. at that. Got a bit of him done already. Now that's the top of him. That's the darker side, alright. What colour, guys? What I might do, what I was going to do, I've got the weathered wood back out. That's probably what I should have done instead of doing the streaks. Doesn't matter. Can fix it up, I think. Take the clip off for a minute. So we've got end day tomorrow. I have to get up at 4 in the morning. Hickory smoke. What's the other one? I think they're all brown. Yeah. Don't really want any brown. So, hickory smoke it will be. Well, he's got a book coming out soon. What's happening? She's a book coming out soon too. Isn't it amazing? Who did the book? I think I might do the mermaid pick in the mythic book for mermaid. Oh yeah. Are you talking about Circle of Life? Hang on, I know. Wait a minute, I've got it here. This is how OCD and organised I am. These are my playlists. And all the ones that I've done flip throughs on and the ones that I haven't, I've done 4 of Kirby's, 3 I haven't. All right, Circle of Life. Oh, it's Melpomene, and I didn't write her second name down. It's not, Kirby is Tandrianata, but hers is kind of along those lines. It's something like that. I could go and get it. If you really want me to, I could go and get it. If no one knows what we're talking about, do you want me to go and get it? I've been doing my miniature this week. Was annoyed though it calls some things made with wire, and I know, but I can't find it anywhere. It's gone from my phone. Oh, hi Rain. You haven't seen you for a while, darling. Hey, how are you? Thank you for being here. Hey Robin, I was meant to give you this morning. Oh, there you go. And she turns up. There you go. I think they went to visit the socks that disappeared. Yeah, but why ran off with the pomegranate prisoner, and I'm thinking, what? Yeah, the mermaid pick. Yeah, the mythic book. Yep. It's so frustrating. Same thing too. Is it in bed? Then it's gone. Okay. Maybe Shadow played with it or something. Ended up under a desk or something. I miss watching your streams. I've just been really busy lately. Oh, I've missed having you here, girl. No, it's been pretty quiet, to be honest. So, yeah, that's right, as long as you're okay. I still think you better have a talk with Shadow. Yes. They get up to all sorts of mischief during the night. When you go to bed. Shut up. I've got the grey in here and I'm just adding a bit of shadow here and there. Shut up. So all those different mediums. I have to use my pan pastels again too. I haven't used them for ages. They'll last me forever, but if I don't use them, they'll definitely last forever. Alright, that'll do for the grey. Now some sponge sugar. What else have we got? Victorian velvet. Not sure, it might be a bit too pink. Have to get my book out actually. So I'll try some Victorian velvet first. Just get all that excess colour off. Get over here, book. So you get those snow-coloured clouds, and they have pinks and different colours in them. Just a little bit. It's a pity I didn't have white in the distress ink. Not that I know of. I think the fairies are pinching my stuff. Someone is. Shadow will blame the fairy. Can't blame it on someone. And we're blaming Shadow. Sitting there, wasn't me, wasn't me. I didn't do it. I didn't. Now, what other colours? Maybe a bit of antique linen. I fixed this chair so it wouldn't squeak, and I give up. It just still squeaking. I'm not putting much colour on, just a little bit. See, it just takes the white off. Probably the weirdest looking sky you've ever seen, but that's alright. It's got some colour. Now, I don't know. Put that one away because it's clean. And I like having the shelf, the infinity shelf thing back in here, because now I can, it's a little bit more spread out, and it just grabs stuff straight out now instead of fiddling around, and I like to have easy access to stuff. Alright, so that'll do for the distress mix for now, unless I change my mind. Get this back on here. Weigh it down a bit. Too much stuff is my problem. No worries, Abby. Geez, almost 8 here. Doesn't feel like it. 8 PM that is, yep. Not enough room. The mermaid pick in this book is amazing. How hard can you go with those inks in these books? Really good, Sherry. Not a problem. They don't bleed through. They don't do anything. Really good. Then you can put as much colour on as you like. Excellent. Don't affect it. There's no moisture. Distress inks are great. And you can get to, like, if you're putting it on, hang on. You can get sort of like different textures and things. If you put it on the piece of paper, you can get, where is it? I did it up here somewhere. Just here, this little mark here, when you put it on, if you put it directly on and you're not gentle to apply it to the paper, you can get, like, you know, you can do circles. And if you don't want that effect, or you don't want it to go on hard like that, you can start off the paper and work your way on. But that's a bit of a problem if you're working in here somewhere and you don't want it out there. So when you're applying it, you just barely touch the paper and just gently, so you try not to get these circles happening. And then over on this side, I don't know if you can see that, just down here where my finger is, there's a bit of a texture. But you know how you get those clouds that are really mottlety, I don't know how to explain it, because you get so many different kinds of clouds. See how it's got that blotchy kind of look in it? Really mottlety effect in the cloud, which is, true in clouds, you do get that. You can do sort of different, the way you apply the applicators, and you can get big ones and small ones. The way you apply it, you get different effects. So up here, it's quite smooth, and then down here you've got that mottlety sort of thing that you get with clouds. I'm trying to think the best way to explain, but really not patchy, but it's got this real, I don't know, I can only think of the word mottlety at the moment. But you can get different, with what I've done here, you can get different effects with clouds that you get in real life. I think that'll do for now. Anyway, I like the mountain on the screen. It looks pretty cool. Might look into it. Nah, expensive. I can't remember how much they are, but they'll be cheaper for you in the USA, Sherry. Not as much as what they are here, no. They're not too bad. I put a thin layer of clear gesso usually first. Oh, okay. I haven't used my gesso for ages. Not sure if it would go over with the gesso. No, I don't know. That'd be one to try. Blooms. Yeah, I suppose you could call it a bloom. Damn, did a click and collect at Spotlight and just got an email. They don't have any wire. GG, so frustrating. Oh, you might have to try a craft shop. But now what I'm going to do is wash that now in some warm, and just your applicator, wash it in some warm soapy water and rinse it out and leave it to dry. Now the one thing with these Pastels, and I use that one a lot. I don't know if this one. I haven't used it for a long time, so it needs a good shake. Now I can get, oh, finally it's going to move. I said I hadn't used it for a long time. And sometimes you don't shake them and haven't used them for a long time, they get really watery. Alright, let's hope. There's it. I don't know why, but real watery. It's too watery. Pastels and I have a love-hate relationship, I've got to tell you. I don't know why. It's just awful. It's just so watery. But what I do is just put some dabs on there, and then you can fluff it up. But like I said, it is water. It's something. Anyway, you can put some dabs on there, and before it dries, just get your finger, and you can make some fluffy clouds. But this is, I mean, look at them all. I've got all these white pens here, and I don't even use half of them. This one is my favourite at the moment. It's only thin though. When you want more, when you want to use it thicker like I do here, I'm not buying stuff. I don't want to waste, try not to waste this one, use a thicker one, but as you saw, it's watery. You might like the Pilot Pinter pens, they are pigment ink. I have less trouble with them. Oh, okay. I mean, look at them all. I've got Signo, I've got different size Poscas, this other one, that's not a Signo, it's something else. And then I've got this chalk one. And then I got these. And the white gel pen. Pilot. I've even got the uni paint marker. What's that one? Hybrid gel. GODX. Yes, I've got a few there. The Pinter. Pilot Pinter pens. Alright. Like to use pan pastels for your clouds. Yeah, I haven't used my pan pastels for a while. But this one, this is good, but it's just fine. But I did the same thing, just a few dabs. And then just put some white on top. Yeah, this one's a chalk one. Needs a good shake. I haven't used them for quite a while. Or you could get some acrylic paint and do a wash or something like that. But what I was going to do, and I'll have to play around that, so I won't do it now, but Yeah, just put a bit of white in places. Now I've got, and I'm also going to put snow on the mountains as well. Oh, and I got this one done too, which I did on stream. I'm not that impressed with it, but I got this one done that I did on stream. Oh, he looks stupid. I think he looks really weird, and I should have done more fur on them, a few more layers of fur on the kittens. What am I looking for? There we go. So that's the one I was doing on stream. So that one's finished. Got that done. Just did the pillows the same like I said I would. And those two there, did them the same. Finished that off. So anyway, that one's over and done with. So that can go home, away. There we go. Alright. So now I'm going to play around. Now, I thought about doing distressink, which I could do. Just not sure about some of the colours. And I end up banding them up because I got some of them anyway. Because I got sick of looking for colours. I need quick access, especially when they're streamy. What's this one? This one is bark. Now I just want to start doing some details, highlights. Once again, before it dries very quick, but you can just put your finger in there and smudge it down a little bit. But the intense dries very quick. And then of course, on the other picture on the back of it, I went through because of the water. This is pretty good quality paper. I think it's a bit, I haven't really checked, but for memory, I think it's a little bit thicker than his other books. But yeah, the intents up here was quite damp and it did go through a bit. But when I colour, that'll go. But it did start to affect the paper a little bit. So just be careful with that. And like Sherry, you get two books and you can rip one apart and use water mediums or whatever you like. But for me, as much as I have thought about doing something like that a couple of times, it's like, there is no way I want to colour Kirby's books in again. One is enough. Bill, how this question is for both of you. What favourite polycolours would be good for a light grey brown rabbit? Well, you can put whatever shades you like in there, really. I've got to go pick up my daughter. Shouldn't be long. See you in a bit. Okay, B. I'd go warm greys. Yep. Alright, hang on a sec. Alright, polys. Oh, I haven't banded these up. I've just divided them. Yeah, I'm the same with B. I go warm greys. Warm grey number 3. Depend, rabbits, if they're a wild rabbit, they can be, they've got a lot of flecks of colour through them. Like, hang on, I've got one right here. Now, here's a rabbit here. And I'll zoom in. I mean, I wasn't that fussed about him. And I hope that's going to be clear enough. No, that won't work. I tried. Alright, that's not going to work. But if you can see, he's got little flecks through him. So although you're talking about polys, I use Colour Soft. I did a light sort of tanny beige base coat, just lightly, because you want to get quite a few layers on there. And then I grabbed like that warm grey and like a brown earth or something, and a couple of other colours, and then went over top and did, you know, like flecks of different colours on him and then I went back over with a light colour just to fill in any gaps and sort of smooth him out. Not smooth the hair out, but just that light pencil that I put over the top just seems to fluff him up a bit, but I go very, very lightly with it, because otherwise all those flecks of hair that you put in there, you'll just blend them in and you'll kill all that hair. So very, very lightly on that final coat. But if there is any white spots or bits that need to be fixed up, that final light coat just seems to finish it off a little bit, I find. But yeah, he's got all flecks of, you can see all the flecks of fur through him. And I just used a couple of different, a light grey, a dark grey, a couple of different kinds of browns, a beigey colour, and it all depends what colour, you know, you actually want him to be. If you want a grey rabbit, yeah, go all greys. You can put flecks of white, a few flecks of white hair through him as well if you want. I hope that helps, but B, you know, she knows what she's doing. Oh, sorry guys, bumping the table. It's for my channel, so I want it to look really good. And one of my best things is to do, if you want to do like a rabbit, go and watch Chris Chang, and she's got one of hers there with a rabbit in it, and oh my god, it looks real. All right, hang on, I'll show you so you know which one to go to. And it's on her channel. Oh, but is everything okay? Yes, it's just, it didn't go live for me. All right, now where's her picture? I mean, check this out. Right, this is Chris's picture. But look at that rabbit. I mean, seriously, how real does that look? Oops. Look at that. Sherry, go to her channel and watch her do that. And she uses Prismacolor, as you know, but you can get a fair idea and get the pencils. But I mean, seriously, how good is that? That's just amazing. That's what I have in mind. Yeah, well, I seriously suggest you go and watch her do that rabbit. And you know what she's like. She put, you know, you think she's finished, and she'll put more layers on, or she'll go and colour something else, and then she'll come back and do some more. So just be warned, don't go heavy. Oh my, I know. Oh my god, wow, it does look real. Yeah, so I have to say, her colouring is just mind-blowing. Most of her stuff is just, yeah. So anyway, that's the picture. So it's got the daffodils. 3rd of March, I think she posted that. By the look of it, I think. The 3rd of March. So anyway, go to her YouTube channel and watch that rabbit. And if you want to get a good rabbit and get the idea of how she does the layers of hair, amazing. And the other thing I'm going to do, I have to look at this. Wesley got his first mouse, and this mouse would be dead 10 times over. He hadn't been inside for a while. I thought, where is he? And I'll go and check, and then he was playing with something, and I could just not make it out. I thought it might have been a bit of bark or something. And I'll just have a look, and yep, he's got his first mouse. Because we have a bit of a problem with here with him at the moment, and this is the first one. I said, oh, you know, I shouldn't have any here because he can get under the house, and I'd like him to be able to get under there because there is a lot of mice apparently. And has anyone heard from Christine Aldry? Haven't seen her for a long time, Rain. Haven't seen her for ages. But anyway, yeah. So, proud of my boy. Got his first mouse. And they're in the clubhouse. I went in there for a swim yesterday and I was on my own, and there's one walking around. And it's like, seriously, they need... Because we've been under construction and stirred up all the dirt and the farmland and, you know, whatever was here before. It's really stirred them up. So, did he eat it? I don't know. He played with it, and then he played with it for a long time. And then eventually he came inside for a bit, and I thought, don't you bring that in. And then he went back out, and then he came in later on, and he was sort of licking his lips a bit, and I thought, oh my God, don't tell me he ate it. And I've sort of looked, I haven't scanned the ground, but I've sort of looked around a tiny bit when I put washing in there and I couldn't see it. So I don't know what he's done with it, whether he ate it or not. But as long as he doesn't bring it inside. But anyway, I was very proud of him. Now that I've put this Inktense on, it was a little bit dark at the start, but it's dried now. So it's... Oh, hang on. Maybe if I got that out of the way. It's dried. It's blended in more now. Because when I first put it on, I thought, well, that's pretty dark. But no, it's pretty good. I just don't know what colour to do this dragon. What colour do you reckon, guys? I don't know what colour to do him. It's in the Himalayas, so... I don't know what colour. I'll leave it there. That's a pretty good. Blues and green? You reckon blues and green? Well, what I might do is... Because I mean, there's 72 colours, but you're a little bit limited with the Inktense. So I might ditch the Inktense for now. And what I was doing... I think it'd be easier if I see the distressing. Let me look. God, I muck around a lot. Alright. Distressing. Sun's coming out now. Shaded lilac. Blue pants sketch is a bit dark. Broken china. Well, the Himalayas and Nepal, sort of china. Broken china. Broken china, cracked pistachio maybe. I think. Broken china and a bit of cracked pistachio. Alright, I'll do that. And then I can go over with Inktense and do all the details and broken china. Oh, it is really, so look at that on the thing, it's really bright. Grab my applicator back, hopefully it's clean. No, not really. Just gotta make sure it's quite clean, because I put the other one away and I'm lazy. Alright. Now I'm just putting a little bit on there, not too much. And he's got a bit of a green belly, so just lightly applying it to the paper. Just giving it highlights. And Karen Sakuni Kitty, she's excellent. Distressink. I haven't watched any of hers for a long time. I thought about the other day actually, just for something, because there's crap on telly. Might do that this afternoon maybe. She's good with distressink. Now this is just a base coat, just to give it a bit of colour. Bit of cloud there that I missed, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to make that white. Can't forget his legs. Alright, so that's a bit of cracked pistachio. And there's like, there's 64 colours or more. Something like that. There's quite a few colours. Now this one is broken china, which I thought would be a bit appropriate because it's Himalayas sort of china and Nepal, Mount Everest. And you go to Nepal to get to Mount Everest. I won't be ever going there, I've got to tell you. It'll last 2 seconds. And this colour's pretty good actually with his belly. But knowing, you know what I'm like the detail and everything, I will do all these scales individually. But I'll show you the colours that I was using last night. And I quite like them together. Oops, got the sky there. Now I didn't use too much. How do you do that and never go out of the lines? Carefully. Well, I did just a tiny bit there. I just went onto the sky a little bit. That's where I get like the Posca. Which I want to need to move here. Where is it? Get the Posca and just go over. Wait till it dries. Put another coat on it if you need to, or wait till it dries and then just get the colour that you're using and lightly go over with the pencil. Choose as close as you can to whatever colour it is there. But yeah, no, it's just a matter of, and I get the applicator. And you got the small ones and big ones. Sometimes I just use the side, put a bit of colour on the side and put it on its side and get into the finer areas that way. But that's about it. And then if you're using it as a base coat, well, of course, you put pencils over the top, so you don't have to worry so much about it. All right, hang on a sec, guys. All right, we're all good. Just checking everything's okay there. Sorry about the table. I try and fix it and chair squeaking, and it's just one of those things. Now, what I was going to do. I don't know if you can see that properly on screen, the colours, but up in here, I started doing the water last night, and the colours that I was using, I quite like them, and I was using Colour Soft, so I'm going to do that here. And Colour Softs are only 72 colours as well, so once again, I mean, there's nothing to say you can't go and use whatever brand you want for whatever colour, which I have done plenty of times in the past. But I sort of challenge myself. If I use Colour Soft, I sort of try and stick to the brands that I'm using. It's easy for you to say. Just take your time, go slow. There's no hurry. A couple of these should be sharper, and the Colour Soft go pretty blunt, pretty quick. So they need a good sharpen. And I do find personally, if I turn the sharpener instead of the pencil, and I use, if you've got a Prisma one, I use this hole for my Colour Soft, not that one, which I use for the Prismas. I use the other side. And I turn that, and I find that I get a pretty good lead on that. But you got to watch it, because Colour Soft are soft, and that is broken. That's not going to last long, I don't think. So I have baby blue at the moment. We'll see how long it lasts. So I'm going to do a light layer of baby blue. And the Inktense that I'll put down, and then that colour over the top, is quite nice. I hope that's focused enough for you guys. If it's not, just let me know. I love Colour Soft and Pro Colour. I don't mind the Pro Colour. I don't think I would get them again. I like them, but they are a bit of a harder lead. And that's what I use for this one. This guy. I use Pro Colour for him. I have to use a clip because it will not sit. Alright, so I'm doing his head. Just let me know if that's not real clear or focused. I hope it is. So baby blue. Amy, you didn't set your alarm this morning. She was going to come in. I was talking to her the other night. And it was hard for her because we were 3 hours apart. So it was too early in the morning for her. Well, I think she might have had a visitor today this week though. Alright, so I quite like that. I like that actually. They're light colours, but I do like that. I'm just thinking, because I used distressink, and now I'm using the baby blue colour soft over the top, and the green and the blue together in there is quite nice. Just pale colours, it doesn't have to be dark, so yeah, penny dropped. Quite like that. Alright, so what did I use? Go again. This is, don't put them away. Cracked pistachio I used, and broken china. Alright. Come back here. Applicator. Now, what colour? Try the cracked pistachio first. So I'm just going to use the edge and put colour on the edge. So if you do happen to accidentally go flat or use too much of the applicator, it won't go everywhere. And now I can't remember which side I'm going. Or you can use a piece of paper, maybe. Oh, I like those colours. Yeah. Good choice, Abby. So I'm just using the very side of it. Now I'm going to use the flat of it. A bit of colour on the applicator would help. Oh, I'm glad you said that, Abby, because I like these colours. Alright, and then a bit of broken china. Once again, just using the side. So I'm making it a bit darker for shadow. And get rid of that. Now, the baby blue. Now, if you think it's just a little bit too dark, you can always get your white and just bring it back a bit. Prismas are good for that. And if you sharpen your pencil right up, oh, here, that's the one I wanted. This one. Sea green 380. And you can define those scales a little bit more. And I'd like a green, a really nice green in there too. onto the mix. So I don't want him dark. Don't know, I'll try. Can't really see that one too much. Alright, I can't really see it much, but lime green I'm going to add to the mix as well. So what I'm going to do is, and it's very fine, of course, it's not a real sharp point on it, and you don't want it really sharp because it's just digging into the paper, but the colour soft, the ends, I don't get them really sharp like I do with the likes of Prisma. And now what I'm doing, and I like that. Good on you, Abby. Yep. So I'm using broken china, cracked pistachio in the distress ink, and then I'm using lime green for highlights, a little bit of sea green, mint, baby blue, might even put a bit of white in there. And I've got these three other colours to the side, which is iced blue, electric blue, Prussian blue, and I don't know if I'll use that one either, yellow green. So these four last ones are ones I've put to the side, and they are dark. And I was thinking about keeping him on the lighter side of colours, but they are additional pencils that I might add into it. I'm just worried that's not really... No, see, I can't have that too sharp. Baby's here. Stop pressing buttons. This video I love custom. It is. I have little dabbers like that are even smaller. Yep, perfect. And of course the ones that you can use, you know, the bigger pads for the bigger areas. I think they've got a few. I've got two sizes there, but you might, probably get more. Problem is, Prisma's sharp and so wonky these days due to poor quality control. I've had to take my craft knife to the opposite side so I can use the flipping pencil. If you ever have that problem, I think I know what you're talking about. Hang on, I'll have to find one. If you break a pencil or whatever and you find that wood goes up one side of the pencil and then the other side of the pencil is really exposed, line your sharpener up. I need to find one that's like that. I know I'll have them, but I just don't know where they are. Out of all these pencils sitting here, I can't even see one at the moment. But if your wood is going right up side of one pencil and the other side is really exposed, get the side with the wood. So if you stick your pencil in the sharpener and you line it up, just twist it around a bit and then do it a couple more times, and it will bring that wood down and level it out all the way around your pencil, so you don't go all the way around. You just do the bit with the wood there. So that bit of wood that's right up the pencil, just line it up, and then when you stick the pencil in, you just turn it a bit and you can see that wood disappearing, and then it'll be back to being even all the way around. You know, it's because they aren't sanded. Yeah, but if you do have that problem and you want, you know, and you get that wood, because that's what happens to them with your cheaper pencils, they tend to do that. Then I just line them up and bring the wood down and even it up. Alrighty. That's up, you two. Oh. I'm going to go and yell at them. I haven't told them off for a while. Feeding them. Quiet! Well, it worked for a second this time, and even if I do, hopefully the stupid owners will come out and get the hint. I haven't told them off for ages. They've been reasonably good. Or they do it for a bit and then they stop, or the owners have been actually telling them off. It's like, oh, they finally got the hint. Now, with the colour soft, some pencils are easier to work with than others. This is very time consuming, as you know. I could imagine all these little scales on his head. But what I'm doing is just defining some of the scales. If I could get in closer than that, I just don't think that's very clear for you guys. That's just not real clear. It's awful. No, I can't do that. That's not going to work either. Sorry guys, I'm just not going to be able to do it, I don't think. But I'm defining a few of the individual scales. But this lime green that I'm using on top of these colours is really pretty. And you can't see a real lot, but it is applying, it is giving it colour. And I think this might be a similar colour. The mint is a similar sort of colour to the cracked pistachio. Yep, cracked pistachio. They're a little bit similar. I actually feel like colouring today too. Now for, I don't want it too dark. I'll try the baby blue. It'd be nice to keep him in ice colours. So I'm not going to for the moment. Baby blue and lime green. Let's see how that goes. But I'm not putting the lime green down really heavy. I don't usually layer and put a few colours on everything anyway. So I don't usually press heavy. I do, but not a real lot, because I like to apply different colours, layers. Chris did a video not long ago, and it's like speed colouring, and it's like all her pictures from, say, 2019 to 2021 or whatever it is. Goes for about an hour and 39 minutes or something, I can't remember. But anyway, when you watch it, it's all sped through, so you see her pictures come to life in minutes. And it was really good to watch. And then the next picture and the next picture, and you know, it was good to watch. So I put in, I said, it was great to watch your videos come to life within minutes. Imagine if we could colour that quickly. Might actually get some books coloured in my lifetime. That was quite funny. Just my sense of humour. But yeah, no, if we could colour that quick, it's like, oh, imagine that. We'd actually get something done. So baby blues. I really want to add, I like this colour too. The sea green is really pretty, but just lightly, otherwise it's quite a dark colour, and I'm trying to keep him in light colours. But if I do a bit of the sea green on the top of all his mane, I'll be able to define it between his mane and his actual body, because all these fine mane hairs up the top here will just blend in otherwise, so I want to be able to see them. Then I might add in so a bit of sea green, bit of lime green, and baby blue. Oh, and that baby blue over the top of that lime green is a really pretty colour. So I just vary them up a bit. So maybe a little bit of sea green and then a bit of lime green. So the sea green up on the tips, and then the lime green. And then in another spot I might do like a bit of sea green on the tip, and then a bit of lime green, and this time I'll take the lime green over the top of the sea green. Oh wow, yeah, you want to try that one, guys. That is really pretty. That is really pretty. Alright, and because that's in small detail, and I'm really sorry that it doesn't seem to be that focused, don't want to press down on that too hard. Alright, so sea green, lime green, and then I'm going to go over the top. And make sure your pencil cleans off too, because your pencil gets dirty going over that top. And the baby blue. Now the baby blue over the sea green gives it a nice colour. Let's try the lime green over the top of the baby blue. And that gives that a yellowy nice green too. So just those colours on their own gives you a nice variation. It must be that, I don't know if it's the sun out or not, but it's made the screen look terrible. But just those variations, really, you can play around with them. And that's just with 3 colours. And you can get all different Hi Snuggies, welcome on board. Thank you for being here. It's a shame she doesn't seem to speak English. She doesn't say anything, and you know what? You watch her video and she doesn't need to say anything. Pictures say 1,000 words, and just watching her colour says it all. Well, and when you have disability issues, make it even harder. It's just frustrating. Oh, you find it hard, Sherry? Looking good, Heather. Thank you very much, Sherry. This is looking awesome, Heather. Thank you, Mona. Wow. Yep. Welcome on board. Everyone say hello to Snuggies and make her feel welcome, please. Where was I? On the head. There we go. Yeah, you have an issue with it. All right. So it makes it harder for you, Sherry. God love you. Thank you, Sherry, for saying hello. Now, I'd like to make her feel welcome, guys. It's nice to have someone come in. But you've got to make them feel welcome, otherwise they don't want to come back, and I don't want that. Got to make them feel welcome. We've had Belinda disappear to go and pick up her daughter. She'll be back soon. Don't know what Abby's doing, whether she's gone off for a minute, listening, colouring. Someone was lurking and colouring at the same time, which is fine. Yeah, I'm just going to play around with these. And I might even try and even them up too. So this big one here and this big one here. And the mint is a nice colour as well. So you could even add that into the mix. The mint over the top of the sea green. The mint over the top of the lime green. Or the baby blue gives it even more colour. So we'll end up with half a dozen pencils in the mix. Pretty colouring. Thank you very much. That's my real name, Sherry. Laugh out loud. Heather is good. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I know. And myself too. You are. Oh, Heather, is you want a baby blue? With the ink tints, try the antique white and iris blue. Okay, thank you. It's fun having playing around with the different colours and different combinations. And then you've got the areas where it's underneath. So here comes another colour, electric blue. And it just makes... So I've put electric blue on top of the sea green just for the shaded areas. But like I said, just mix and match and play around so it's not all the same. So he's going to have quite a bit of variety about him. But just these 4 pencils are quite nice. And I don't... 1, 2, 3... Oh, well, The electric blue is for shaded areas, but 4 main pencils and maybe just electric blue for a few shaded areas. So those other ones can go out of the mix. Oops. And the distressink here and coming out with the light green. Is really pretty. And I think the sea green with like the pistachio, cracked pistachio and the broken china in the distress inks match up nicely. So those two, or the mint, are not too bad together. Oops, and the baby blue in with the broken china is pretty good. So you can, you know, play around. Oops, I got a bit of distress ink on that side. So you just play around. I'm trying to learn how to blend and shade. I don't know how. I'm mainly a diamond painter. I love to colour. Oh, cool. We like our diamond painting too. I may look into those. Hi, B. B, we've got Snuggies that's just joined us. Snuggies Craft Corner. So we've got a newbie on board. Just letting you know, because you're good. You always say hello to newbies and make them feel welcome. So just to recap, I'm using Derwent Colour Soft Mint 470, Electric Blue 320, mainly for the shaded areas, Lime Green 460, Baby Blue 340, and Sea Green 380. And they are the 4 colours and a little bit of this one, Electric Blue, for the shading. So they're my main colours that I have chosen. Good choice, Abby. I'm liking it. And come down on his nose, just putting a bit of shadow in there. That's where I might grab the sea green. And I'm putting a little bit of pressure in there. And especially on those bits, his nose, where he's got those lines. So I can make ridges in his nose. And then I'm grabbing the mint. Then I'll just blend the mint over that. So he's got a bit of shadow there. And a bit of baby blue, just lightly. And if you want, I'd have to sharpen that up a little bit. Just where the ridges are, just a tiny bit of electric blue. Down in beside his nostrils. You can darken that up. So I'm putting a little bit of electric blue over those ridges on his nose. Excuse me. And then I might use lime green. I have to be a little bit careful here because with the electric blue and the lime green, the electric blue can get onto the lead and smudge it and drag the colour around a little bit. So you need to clean your lead every now and again just to make sure it doesn't do that. And then I'm going to use sea green, but very, very lightly. So you can just see the lime greens still come through. So I mucked that up a bit there. That's why I said before about dragging the colours around and smudging. He's got two fine round bits down there near his nostril. So I went a bit darker over the black line just on there, just to define the shape of his nose. But if you don't like it and you do make a bit of a boo-boo like that, you can grab the white, make sure it's clean, and just lightly go over and bring that colour back a bit. And whites are good because they can quite often fix a mistake that you've made. If you've gone too dark or you've smudged or gone over a line a little bit, they can be quite handy pencils to fix little boo-boos. That's very sweet, thank you. Yeah, I like to make new people feel welcome. It's nice to have someone come and join, and if you don't feel welcome, then people don't want to come back. And I've been there, so I always try and make sure my people in chat make people feel welcome. That picture's so beautiful. I really love mystical creatures. Thank you very much. There you are, Abs. I love my battery arrays, especially the ones that have a smaller attachment. Yeah, I like it too. If you like mystical creatures, hang on, because you're new. I'll zoom out. Oh, it's 11 o'clock. Wow, that went quick. Got a little bit done. You know me. For those that have joined, excuse me, I did this one with Arteza. I got that one done. I'm playing around with this one here. See, my rabbit's nothing. Go and watch Chris do her rabbit. Looks so real. And I'll get on to that. I've got so many pictures. I love this book. But there's my stag. And that was done with Pro Colour and Posca for him. And I also put a bit of Holcroft Diamond ink, so he's got a bit of a shimmer to him. So you can sort of see that. And this one's done with Inktense and Prismacolor. And this one's been done with Coloursoft. Oh, and this here has been done with Colour Soft as well. So that's it so far for this book. On the process. Oops. It doesn't want to stay down. Can't believe it. It's 2 hours. Where everybody live. I'm in Mississippi. You're in Mississippi. I'm in Australia. I'm an Aussie from down under. B's in Australia. Snuggy, I live in New York. He's coming out gorgeous, Heather. Thank you, Abby. It's great. I'm going to... Sherry, you're going to go as well. Snuggy, I'm in Florida. Mona, very nice, pretty state. Time flies when you're with friends. Yeah. Yes. I am getting into him though. He's looking really... His face, he looks quite pretty and you can't really see it. It is small detail, I have to admit. I'll zoom in one more time. There we go. You can sort of see. Wonder if I put a bit... Hang on. Just playing around here now. Where are you? Saturation. How did that go? There's a bit more colour, but you can see how those colours I'm using and vary them up a bit are making a difference, and I just don't reckon this is really clear, unfortunately. Is that a bit better? Bit late to be playing around with it now. There you can see the colour in him, in his face. I don't want it too dark for you guys, but that doesn't matter now because it's game over for this week. Thank you, Sue. Yes. Looks so realistic. That's amazing. Oh, you think? Thank you. Thanks, B. I can't get over the colours. Laugh out loud. Heather, you're nailing him. Thank you, Abby. Thank you, guys. Now I always start off colouring and end up mucking around. All right. But the clouds need, you know, there's a fair bit of Posca to go on this to get rid of some of these black lines. Fluff up the clouds a little bit, make them more fluffy, things like that. I'm not sure about the sky, might have to play around with that a little bit as well. So we'll have to stay tuned for that for next week. And of course you're not supposed to peer up real close to pictures anyway. You're supposed to have them at a distance. But I suppose you can sort of see it, you know. I've got to do the little city down there, lots of... No. So it's a detailed picture, but it's a lot easier than most of the others. And that's why I picked it, because I thought I might actually get something done today. But really, you could just play around with that one forever and do a lot of detail in it. So, see you next week, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. What time is it there? For me, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. It's Sunday morning at 11:06 a.m. And world clocks are very handy to have. I usually, at this stage, I have been for quite a while now, I stream at this time every week unless something unexpected comes up, and I start at 9 o'clock in the morning, so 2 hours ago, and I roughly stream for 2 hours, if not, you know, a little bit over, but I try to keep it, you know. I used to stream for hours and hours and hours. Crazy. Saturday night, I know, and a lot of people, I've been seeing Diane, she's probably looking after her grandkids, which she usually does nearly every Saturday night. But anyway, so I shall see you all next week. I have no idea what's going on with this Monarch Mermaid event and everything, so everyone check out Cheryl LaFon's channel. And I also noticed in chat they have brought back go-to channels, so you can now go back to everyone's channels through chat and subscribe to them. So YouTube, yay for you, because you finally brought that back, and they should never have got rid of it because it is so easy to do. You just do the 3 dots on the right side and it says go to channel, or you can pin message or whatever, but yep, go to channel. So I am, excuse me, I am so glad they brought that back, so you can subscribe to each other now. Okay, it's 8:07, I'm getting the hiccups. It's 9 p.m. for you, Sherry. 8:07 p.m. for where you are, Snuggies. Yes, she did. Thank you for streaming, Heather. Take care, everyone. 9:08. Thanks for stream. Oh, cool. That's great. Me too. All right, guys. Take care of yourselves till next week. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And thank you for watching Colouring Book Club. Bye, guys. Thank you. Now I've got to kill this back so I can end it.